let's play Mega Man X4, my favorite Mega Man game ever. Ever. And throwing out another plug right now as whoa, look at that transition. Whoosh. Learned that one in PowerPoint. Yeah, thanks, Microsoft 2003, I think it was on the computers that we had back in school. Or no, it was 2000. 2000. I'm going to date myself here. I don't really care. 2000. But, yeah. We're going to play my favorite Mega Man game, Mega Man X4. And this is going to start off two things. Number one, me playing games here on the wonderful platform called Twitch. Number two is that it's going to kick off the podcast that I'm going to be doing with a handful of people, and I greatly appreciate everybody that's reached out so far to say, hey, I would like to help, and you got a really good idea. Past and present playthroughs. We're going to kick things off on October 1st. Can't wait to fire up the mic, sit down with my cousin to talk my favorite Mega Man game of all time. And shout out to him. Shout out to Dev. He's off the grid, so we'll keep it as simple as that. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's a lie. He's not off the grid. He is on the grid. I'm not going to tell you where you can find him. He was off the grid. He said, I'm going to stay off the grid, but he is on the grid. He is on the grid. So you can find him on the grid. I'm not going to tell you where, though. I'm not going to tell you where. Let's change over this wonderful monitor that I have here. Oh, boy. That's not the right one. Yeah, but you can enjoy a podcast coming to you at some point about this game. Oh, man. I don't know if it's the first Mega Man game that I've ever played, but it's definitely my favorite. I'm gonna say this now, and my mom will yell at me later when she watches this, if she ever does watch it. Best fucking intro. Best intro. There's the first F word. Chart it down. Oh, man. I remember getting this back on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, 99? I think so. I remember the first game that I got on the PlayStation was Spyro the Dragon. Or no, maybe it was Speed Racer. I have to think about that for a second. When did I get my PlayStation? My dad will know. I'm pretty sure he's the one that bought it for me. But I'm pretty sure I want to say this is the first or second Mega Man game I've ever played. And I remember going to Blockbuster and renting it out a couple times, which is a lot of fun. Oh, this is such a good game. If you've never played this game, find a way to play it. Listen, I'm not going to tell you guys to spend money. I'm definitely not going to encourage it if you do not have the money. You gotta play this game. I'm gonna be, on the podcast, I'm going to be gushing about this game. Absolutely gushing about this game. Oh, this is so great. For those that don't know, everyone's thought, oh, Mega Man, you can play. Well, this is the first Mega Man game that I know of between the original Mega Man and then the X series to where you could actually choose between X or Zero. The first three Mega Man games are just like, man, Zero, he's super cool dudes, got all these sweet moves. No. This one you actually can play as both. Oh, I'm playing on the Xbox One. When I was a kid. I'll let this play out first, then I'll tell the story.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Yep.
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General.
Simple.
Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
You are dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon, I assure you.
So when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure the first time I skipped through this. So the game loads up and I'm just like smashing the A button, or actually it was the X button, as fast as I can just to get through all this stuff, but I'm not reading any of it, which you want to read along with me, you can. You'll find out that I read at a 7th grade reading level. At work, I butcher the hell out of people's names on the stuff. The Mavericks have been found at .5567. Mavericks occupy the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be the Repliforce X. You're not gonna get me reading the X voice. So that's that. So one time I finally actually watched that opening cutscene, and I'm just like, you know, I had already played the game, so I knew who it was. But at first, I'm just like, holy crap! Like, who was that? Like, was that the Grim Reaper or something? Like, what was going on there? Talking to some guy. And again, for those of you that already played the X games, you know who it is, but I never played any of them, so I didn't know who it is. And I was like, if you had never played an X game, you saw that for the first time. Oh, I don't want to take hits. If you've never seen that for the you'd be like, man, who is this badass? Whoa, I don't remember the dragon following me that far. In the Grim Reaper outfit, like, what's he doing? What's he talking about? And then you're just playing as X, the blue bomber. And it's jump and shoot, baby. You gotta love good old jump and shoot. Also, another thing about this game is that who's good, who's bad, who turns Maverick and everything, I had no idea. I was just like, start on the left, run as far as you can to the right until you can't go any farther. Hopefully not die, kill a boss, get some cool weapons, pick up the armor upgrades, increase your health, and whatever else is out there. And yeah. I will say now, being older and actually understanding what was going on now, knowing that what X is about to say, the city has been completely destroyed because all these people died, you're just like, oh. Before I'm like, oh man, you know, stuff blows up. That happens, right? No. It's a little different now that I'm older, because I actually understand what's going on. Before I'm like, I can't read. That's not true. I could read, I chose not to. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say that I played X4 first, and I got Mega Man 8 later, because I was like, where's the... Because in Mega Man you can slide, but I preferred the dash, because you just have so much more mobility with the dash. And I was like, I can't really do anything, but I'm pretty sure the game's not... Also, for all you X1 fans out there, you don't have time to just sit there and be like, I don't know how to jump up this thing. You gotta go fast, you're gonna die. That life's gonna basically add to nothing. The first warning. I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna regret saying this. I'm gonna try to kill this guy without taking any damage. And just like that, I already took damage. Ow. He's very weak. I don't even know how to dodge that. Playing this game for over 20 years, I still know how to dodge that part. Oh, but I absolutely love... When the bosses die, I absolutely love it. The whole screen goes white, everything flashes, it explodes, you get that satisfaction of the final explosion. And then outside of the main characters, coolest character in this game is the Colonel. Sweet moves, really cool stuff. And this conversation, they're going back and forth about what happened. Oh, that's right, because his sister, when you play as Zero, his sister is Iris. And so they're like going back and forth about what to do. I will say the cutscene of Zero. Oh, by the way, we are not speedrunning this game. Anyone out there that speedruns these games, like, good for you, but like, no, maybe one day. But no, I was watching someone do it a couple weeks ago. They were like trying to beat this game like 40 minutes, and I was just like, enjoy the game. It's like when you get your favorite dessert. You don't want to just sit there and just jam it down your throat in one bite. You want to enjoy the dessert, right? Whether it be tiramisu, vanilla ice cream. You can never go wrong with ice cream. Yeah, I've already beaten this game a couple times. We're going to save over play data 1. What is this? Oh, that's the, is that the cheat code I put in? Yeah, there are cheats in this game. I ain't putting them in. You can do that at the beginning. Another cutscene. Important cutscene. For those that care about the story of this game.
Soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans.
Like
we
mavericks.
cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Still to this day, I was a kid. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know who that is. I'll find out eventually. Also, I know they made a Mega Man anime or cartoon, whatever you want to chalk it up as, back in the day. I don't know why they do an X. X1 I think would have rocked. Do it now. Why not? Double Rookie Maverick Hunter. Yup. Sure. Alright, HQ is giving us 8 individual places to go to. Number 1, the jungle. Number 2, cyberspace. A bug has corrupted the network. Yeah. The war on cyberspace. In cyberspace, actually. Air Force, Repliforce ship is taken off. Then we have the Volcano as Dragoon has locked himself up in there. The best music in the entire game is at the Marine base with Jet Stingray. The Bio Lab, one of the coolest levels in the game, Split Mushroom. The train level might be, out of all the levels, maybe my favorite. And the good old snow base, Frost Walrus. Every game, I've always had a pattern for every game, except for a couple. When I first started, I would always hit jungle, but I always came back to one guy, and I will always do it again. Started off with Frost Walrus. Bottom right-hand corner, into the snow base we go. Yeah. Love it. shows the character, even gives you the size of, like, you can just tell on the screen of how he looks. Back in the day, I was just like gonna stay to the ground, more experienced. I remember trying for hours to try to get this, and now it's like, hey, I don't have to sit here and... There you go, get that extra pixel right there. There is a little backtracking in this game, which I'm totally fine with. I don't have an issue with that at all. I thought about, is there a way to do it where there's no backtracking and, oh, gotta go. Unfortunately, you have to backtrack to get everything. One of the things actually up here, I've tried to... Oh, no, I don't think there's enough pixels to actually catch that. Also, my cousin actually told me what that thing does, and for the longest time I was just like, yeah, it's in the game for a reason, and I had no... I couldn't even actually... What does it do, actually? What did he say? It gives you an extra life when you start the game? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, no, Nick, that's what it does. I'm just like, oh, okay. Gonna get our first mini-boss. I'm gonna say, don't fall down. First time ever going down this thing as a kid, I was like, oh, just drop as fast as you can, and I died. And I was like, well, I didn't say the F word back then. But as I got older, I was like, F word. We're gonna try to keep that to a minimum. Oh, crap. It's funny, I was taught, my brother used to watch me and my cousin play this as a kid, and he tried to play it, he wasn't very good. And he's like, maybe one day I'll actually be able to beat Frost Walrus, and I'm like, yo, it's one of the easiest bosses in the game, man. And he's like, nah, not for me. Oh, crap. Oh, come on. I'm sure he has the same weakness as Frost Walrus. I just obviously don't have the power. Oh, we're not gonna... I don't want to hear it's time to get serious on a mini-boss. Yep, time to get serious. I think... Okay, so not counting the cheating playthrough, because in the cheating playthrough you get the, Am I really gonna die here? Alright. Telling you how bad my brother is at this game and I lose a life on a mini-boss. Not counting the cheating playthrough, I think I might have gotten through one entire playthrough without, like, losing a life. And then I want to say I went through an entire playthrough without having, like, a continue game over. I don't... Because if you use the, so, what was it, back in the day, what was it, the book fair. The book fair at the school came by, and one of my buddies actually found out that they had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, like, cheat code book, and it had games, that I was really, you know, into, and one of them was the Mega Man X4, and so it was like, enter this cheat code for, the ride on, well, not the ride armor, the Mega X armor, and when you get it, it like has a recharge on it, but back when you get it for the cheat code, there is no amount of charge, so you can just keep using it over and over again, and so I would just use it over and over and over again, and it was just like, oh wow, I can just fly through the game and never take any damage. And my cousin's like, dude, this is stupid. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but it's powerful. I'm like, X is powerful. He's like, it's not supposed to be that powerful. You're right. You're right. But, alright, we gotta kill this guy. Wasted enough time on him. Also, I don't really feel like losing 2 lives. Oh, okay. Please just... Oh! By the skin of my teeth. With Zero, it's so much faster because you can get so many more slashes in. So many more. Because X is just... You have to shoot the X Buster and then... Lemons. Lots of lemons. There is a energy tank. No, it's the we have the 2 sub-tanks and then we have the weapons tank, and I'm pretty sure it's the weapons tank that's in this part of the game. I think it's over here. So back in the day, I didn't really know it, but like this game, tight controls, you know, for a 2D, you know, platformer that was on the PlayStation back in the day with, you know, like the, hey, there's 3D graphics, and, you know, I remember, you know, playing Crash Bandicoot or playing Super Mario on the 64, and, you know, I remember just be like, wow, and like this game came out, I was like, this looks good. Like this looks really, really good for a 2D platformer, and some of them still kind of like, we're back. I think it was what? 8-bit on the NES or 16-bit, and then on the Super Nintendo it was 16-bit, and I want to say this is 32-bit. Don't quote me on that, because I'm probably wrong when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's just a nice looking game, and the one thing that I will say games figured out as I remember growing up in the, you know, mid to late 90s was that sometimes on the screen, like, you'd look at something, you're like, is that an enemy? Like, what is that? And then before you know it, it hits you and you're just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know it could do damage to me. And then you're just kind of like, well, you know, now you know, you learn something, but it should have been made apparent beforehand that, hey, that's an enemy. Also, I'm gonna let that guy, what's it called? I'm gonna make him ice the level. Oh, nope. Never mind, he's not gonna ice the level. We already went through it. It's really cool. I should go, when I go back, I'll play through both levels and you can see they ice the level. It's really, really neat how the game developers were able to do that, to where 1, when you blow him up, he doesn't do that, but 2, when he activates this thing, he ices the entire portion of the map for, like, I don't know, a decent amount of scrolling. Alright, Frost Walrus, they sent a kid like you. I don't know, is X a kid? I wouldn't say he's a kid. Maybe he's a kid compared to Frost Walrus's age. I don't even know how old. Well, X is... I don't know. He's something. He's X, I know that. He's X. Ow. Just hug the walls. Stay far back, charge up your X-Buster. But when he smashes into the wall, he'll automatically knock you off the wall if you're just hugging onto it. Oh! Nope. Let's see what we got coming up here. I think now he's gonna charge up his... Yup. Nice! So, another story for you. I'm full of stories. When I was a kid, super shy. Like, I could talk to people if I was comfortable, super duper shy. And I remember when I got the game from Blockbuster, my dad rented for me. He took me one time back to the Blockbuster to return it. And, Frost Tower generates a huge ice block that acts as a shield, may also be used to trap enemies before dissipating. Yeah, that's a little hint right there to tell you about who you're gonna have to use it against. We're about to come on to the best level. But anyway, to finish with the Frost Walrus talk. So he brings me to the Blockbuster, and I went with him to go bring the game back. And I think I had a memory card back then. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't have a memory card yet. I don't know. And I did not like talking to strangers at all. Like, at all. I was like, I'd get super, super shy. And I just remember there was this pretty cute girl at the desk. She was like probably a teenager, maybe in her 20s, I don't know. And my dad just was like, yeah, tell her how you did in the game. And it's like, I just looked at the girl like, did good? I was like, I don't know, I was like 6 or 7, man. I was like, I don't want to talk. One, I was embarrassed. And number two, I was just super shy, but, you know, probably just my dad trying to get me to talk to people other than inside the family. Funny though. This music. I don't even like, you just gotta listen to this song right here. I listen to this when I'm driving in the car. I used to listen to this when I would lift or I would go work out. This gets you more pumped up than, I'm telling you, 10 scoops of creatine. For anyone out there that needs to do that, I would maybe say go talk to a doctor, but nah, this thing gets you, this gets you jacked up. I gotta make sure that I don't miss this right here, because there's a heart. Alright, nice. Got the extra heart there. Now we're gonna blow these up. There's a part, I know there's a certain part where you have to come in. Don't miss it, don't miss it. Oh, I didn't miss it this time. Alright, nice, got through that, no problem, no problem. Out of all of the Mega Man games, this is the best level music. No better level music. No better level music. Now in this part, there is the sub-tank. It's going to be coming up. It's on the top half of one of the platforms. I think it's in a box or behind a box. Surprisingly taking a decent amount of damage. Usually I don't take that much damage here. Alright. And got it. No, no! Oh. There's two spots. The one in the first part, which I jumped over, and then that one right before the end. And of course, you lose a life doing so, which is fine. I'm not gonna need. I don't want to say I'm not gonna need it, but I'm not gonna need the Beat Jet Stingray. But I will say I'm gonna try. I'll try to fight him with the X Buster. Oh, nope, not good, not good, not good. I was gonna say I don't want to die before I get to him. It's so awesome. So great. The music is just bumps. Also love the textures and the change when you get to X. I remember the first time when I was using the power-ups, and I was like, oh, sweet. So, like, I changed to, I don't remember what it was. And I'm like, oh, cool, so that does that. And then I was like, wait, I'm like, how do I, like, I can't shoot my X-Buster anymore? And my cousin was like, yeah, it's a triangle button. And I was like, oh. And then I realized you can even charge it, too. So it was all so awesome. He's a pain in the ass to fight, Jet Stingray. If you don't have his weakness, he's a pain in the ass to fight. But we do have his weakness. But I'm gonna fight him with the X-Buster. Okay. How many times are you gonna be going there, buddy? Fuck. Oh, this is when he's gonna use his vacuum. This fish isn't dead yet? Oh, what? Ow. Nope. Alright, now he's gonna shoot the red fish. Or no, he's gonna go up and down, I think. Oh, damn, I didn't even realize it was one more shot. Nice! Didn't have to use the weakness, which I had. Could've, but I used the X-Buster. Get the full fight out of him, so then he changes his pattern. Surprisingly, he didn't do his other thing, which is, at one point, he will... I think he like, flies, like, just straight up and straight down on you. Which is annoying. Fires a mini Stingray drones that race across the ground, effective against enemies on walls and floors. Push down while the Stingray drones are flying to command and fall. Oh, really? Well, I never read that when I was playing. I usually would just shoot them and they would just drop. I didn't know that. Huh. The more you know. Alright, so we can keep following the pattern since I know what the enemies are. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do... I have to backtrack anyway. I don't have to backtrack for you. I'm going to fight you. I'm gonna fight Slash Beast. He might be, out of all of the bosses... Not counting Sigma. And not counting Sigma, Colonel, and the General, out of the 8 Mavericks that you have to fight, he's probably the hardest just to fight with the X-Buster. Outside of Dragoon. Everyone else, I would say, is pretty reasonable to follow their patterns. I love the train level. Hey look, it's the bats from Mega Man 8. Well, more robotic version of them. Also, for anyone wondering, what's in the timeline? It goes Mega Man, and then Mega Man X, and then Mega Man 0. Which I'm gonna play that at some point too. That game's got so much different things to think about. You know, Mega Man, it was just, hey, Mega Man and Wily. X, it's like, hey, there's X and 0 and Sigma every time. I want that health, please, thank you. I don't want to fight the, I don't want to give it away, but you'll see in a second. Like, just to soak it in for a second, like, the fact that the train is moving, right? Now, again, we're not going to go into the technicals of the game, but, like, the wheels at the bottom are moving, you see the shaking and the rumbling underneath, what is it, the chassis and everything, like, back then, that was huge, like, for some, because everything was, like, if it didn't move, it would just be stagnant. For them to do all this, I'm like, wow, like, that's awesome. Ow. Nice, that's dead. I just, well, what do you know? I never knew you could do that. So literally, I could just... Huh. I didn't... You know, it's great that I'm actually reading this stuff. This is for the first time. I've probably beaten this game with X and 0 probably about over 30 times combined. And I never once knew that. I'm probably going to learn something new about 0 when I play him for the first time, too, for this Let's Play. It's going to be fun, though. Oh, these suits are so cool. And the fact that you get one, you get to use them, and then blow up the trains is awesome. Holy hell, that guy came in swinging. There's mine. I remember the first time when I was playing, I was trying to kill the bat so then I wouldn't take any damage, and I was like, wow, did I just like blow up the train? And thankfully I realized that you could do that because inside the second one is life. Also, there are 2 different levels that you can actually get this giant mech. This one and the Dragoon level. And if you play this one first, you'll actually kind of get an idea of how much health, or actually how much damage, because there's no health bar, but you can figure out how much damage it can take or how many hits it can take, which is important because you can actually do something which... I'm gonna cheese the fight against Dragoon. I'm gonna bring not the ride armor. I'm gonna bring the mech to the fight. Because you can just sit there, you just wail on him, you can just wail on him with the stuff, which is kind of fun. Gotta get... And it's always nice that in the games that they have those big health containers, and it gives you that understanding of like, hey, you're gonna have a boss coming up soon. Might not be right the same, but a boss will be coming up. But I also do have my energy tank, which will fill up as well, which is such a huge help. Especially when you're a kid and you kind of suck at the game. Or you're bad. Warning. Warning. Box has come down, he's running super fast to get on the train, and just crushes that box. Challenging my unit was both was foolish and reckless, for nothing more than my prey. One that is soon to be retired. Oh, nope, I didn't stay on the wall long enough. Same thing with Frost Walrus. When he smashes into the wall, he knocks you off of it. I don't know, that game just glitched right there. He shot that right through me. Oh, he bit me. Ow, fuck. I don't know what... When he does... Oh, that's what that is. One more X-Buster. Nice! Good job, good job. Haven't had to use any of the weaknesses yet. I like that. I thought about it. But nope. No weakness, no weakness. Twin Slasher. Oh crap, actually. I have to double back anyway, because I need to go... Yeah... Okay... Now Web Spider is actually, which we're going to go to next. Web Spider is the only other boss that I would fight that I didn't need the weakness for. I didn't need the weakness for him. It was fun.
Ready.
Another beautiful level. The jungle, the running water. rainbows in there. And we get some armor. Dr. Light. And I was like, whoa! I didn't know Dr. Light was in this game, and he is, but he's dead. Which, you know, not to get too technical here, kind of crazy that all these random pods are just, like, scattered all throughout, like, the planet and all the different X games that you have, and, like, Dr. Light's like, here, X, use this, it'll help you. It's like, sweet. Also, two things about that. One, the flash of when you get, like, whatever it is, so there's the helmet, the chest piece, the buster, and then the boots, and then it flashes there. And then there's the total flash, which shows you all of the armor pieces. So if you didn't know any better that there was a set to complete, because there's nothing in the start menu to show you that, hey, I have these boots now. It's just on X. So you're just like, oh, okay, like, that was cool. Like, Dr. Light left me this thing, and I have these boots now. Which, again, the hover boots, they are helpful. They're very helpful. Like, you wouldn't know, and you're just like, oh, it's a one-time thing, so you come on here, you don't know, and you're just kind of like, like, that was kind of weird. Like, it showed other stuff. Also, now I have the ability to air dash, so I can dash. Like, before, I could only dash on the ground, or I could jump dash. Now I can dash in midair, which is great. I think that's... If you beat a boss with 0, you actually get that, too. Yeah, when I first was playing this game, I wasn't very good at... I could dash and then jump, but it's not as effective as, like, hitting them both at the same time. And again, again, the mobility you have here. So I would just use the boots. We're moving. Gotta go fast. We're not the blue blur. That'll be fun to do a Sonic game. Like, just again, the detail. The fact that, like, you can see when you're standing at X, you can see that he has that line that runs over his head. And then when you're climbing up, like, you can see, like, all the detail they have in the sprites and everything that they did. I love this game. Shout out to my cousin for showing me this game. He's gonna get a lot of good positive stuff when I talk to him about it too on the podcast. Don't miss it. Past and present playthroughs. This Let's Play isn't just happening just because I love this game. Well, partially is, but gonna be doing some podcasts. A lot of different games, a lot of different consoles, a lot of different genres. Die, bees, die. This is the part where I have to backtrack to. You know, another thing that, you know, I mentioned before on the train about how you can see certain things move and you can tell, like, when certain things are destroyable or certain things that you'll be able to access. Like, you'll notice how, like, the tree here kind of, like, looks the same, but it's a little different in the coloring. And it's because right behind that wall there, if I had the fire, I could burn it, and I could find the life, the extra life. Or not the extra life, the extra heart. Float. Drop down. Grab the health. Blow you guys up. Lemons, lemons. Ow. Oh, really? That thing respawned? I moved just enough for it to respawn. It's the calm before the storm over every boss. If I get it. I always liked it when, like, you could freeze in mid- Yeah, you could freeze in mid-air and jump into a boss fight. So sweet. There he is, web spider, and then there's the big gun in the back. Really a laser. You've labeled us all Mavericks. I won't let you pass. Turn back now. Yeah, some of them are Mavericks. Most of them are from Repliforce. Oh. Ow, ow. Nope, nope. Ow, ow. Really gotta move quick when you're fighting this guy. Those webs, they're homing. Look at the tracking on that. Like, I'm letting that thing go straight down. I'm turning up and it's still getting a good amount of tracking on me. Damn it, I didn't get another hit on him. No! Oh, and it does so much damage. Oh, already time to get serious. One more. Nope. Alright, he's bringing out the big web. Now he's gonna just crawl around on here. Nope, nope, nope. Little spiders. One more X-Buster will do it. Gotta say, I'm finding myself a lot in the yellow. A lot more in the yellow than I thought it would be, but I am finding myself a lot in the yellow. You got Lightning Web. Fires a spider net charged with electricity, can be used to attack, wall jump, or double jump. Yeah, so that's another thing. So the fact that I was able to figure some stuff out just by like just playing around in the game. That was one of the things, is I can use that as like a wall. And that's important for later. Sir, it's a message from the Colonel X. I'll wait for you at Memorial Hall. Make sure you show up on time. It's a trap!
Ready!
Was that when it bust out into a musical? A little spotlight drops on you. Repliforce must be independent. Our battle will determine this.
Show me what you've got.
Thankfully, in this, you just have to... Well, one, he's so slow. His slash and then his little dash over, which, like, you can't hit him here. Watch, ready? So once he does that, he'll come back. And he slides through, and I'm pretty sure during that slide through, he, like, can't take any damage and he can't hurt you. Yep, he just goes right through you. It's so cool. But when you fight him, like, for real, he moves so much faster. His pattern is, like, all over the place. And you need the walls to fight him. Because you would not be able to just fight him on the ground because he does the lightning. Also, I'm almost certain the X-Buster is the only thing that does damage to him. I don't think anything else actually does damage to him. And he has a lot of health. Or it's the X-Buster being weak. I'm gonna go with he has a lot of health. I will say, for the speedrunners out there, this is a fight that'll definitely probably eat up a shit ton of time. And it's so random, because you have to hope that he does that so you can get, like, 2 charge shots in. Maybe one more. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I shot him, and his wave still hit me. So if I was down and no health, I wonder what would have happened. Maybe next time I'll try that. I'll try to figure out what happens, because I think I would have died even though I technically would have beaten him. Yeah, you get no powers from him. You get nothing other than the satisfaction of you won the fight. But he didn't die, you didn't kill him. Alright. I don't need to backtrack for here. Let's go to Split Mushroom. He occupies the laboratory and will attack whoever visits there. Little itty bitty Split Mushroom. Oh, crack. Another beautiful level design here, like running up the stairs, and the fact that, like, again, yes, it really is the same thing over and over again, but like the way that like it moves, and like you can tell that, like, you know, probably in the game design, like X is maybe like in a box, but you can see how like all of the enemies move differently. How, like, you know, that guy, like, once he gets past you, like, he's now moving down versus like before he was moving up. A lot of damage. Climb up. Jump, jump. Some levels you're dropping down, some levels you're just, you know, riding a bike, other levels you're going left, some levels you're going right. Oh, this is a good mini-boss here. I like fighting this mini-boss. And one more should do it. Got him. When I was a kid, I was awful at that fight. I was like, how do I hit this guy? And then I would hit him, and then I would be like so paranoid because I'm like, he's gonna blow up another platform, and I don't have enough platforms to hit him. And then sometimes if I would miss my shot, I'm like, oh no, now I really don't have a chance to beat him. I wonder if I could carry these shots all the way to... Nope, they're gonna disappear off screen. I was wondering if I can carry these shots all the way up to the platform. Alright, so there's that heart there. We're gonna get that. We're gonna jump. Have those two guys jump down. Pretty sure I can... Yep. Now you just gotta go fast. Nope, don't get caught. Because if you get caught, it'll squeeze you and then you'll die. This is another report for all you speedrunners out there. There's nothing you can do to actually make this go any faster, so I guess you have to just account for the fact that this... I'm trying to think. This and Jet Stingray, you'd have to just account for, like, hey, that's just the amount of time it's going to take. Nothing else you can really do about it, because you can't climb it. The walls are slippery. I remember the first time I was like, oh, I'm going to climb the walls, and I'm like, yeah, I can't climb the walls. I can climb platforms. Slide all the way. Dash, dash, dash. And now we can climb up here. Yeah. I think that'll be enough health. Let's see, with his little... Yeah, well, we'll see, we'll see. He might be annoying enough to where I actually want to use the power-up. RUX, I'm under orders to terminate you. Take a wild guess. I mean, I honestly wouldn't know it because I never played any Mega Man games before. Oh, I shot at the duplicate? Oh, I'm an idiot. Ow. And he gets so much faster. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't done this fight in so long that I forgot that he does that. I've never actually, like, I don't even remember the last time I actually let him even do the... Okay, no, we're actually gonna use the health. I will die if I don't. Well, that's right, then they just drop and they just hit the ground. He's on crack cocaine. Yeah, I would have died for sure if I didn't have the health tank. Oh, it's too funny. Yeah, when you play this game and you basically just use the power-ups and you just blow right through them, like it's like nothing, you know. And you forget how annoying they are or how powerful they are. Soul Body. So, all the power-ups do damage, right? I remember I got Soul Body, and I use it. I use Soul Body for the first time, and I'm like... So it makes a shadow? Like a colorful shadow? And I'm like, what does it do? And like, I went to go like use it on an enemy, and like, I don't remember if it... I think it was an enemy that like can't take any damage from Soul Body, and I was like... This is so stupid. I'm like, what the heck is this thing? It doesn't do anything. And then it just disappears. And I'm like, and I only have 8 of them? I'm like, that move sucks. But this is where it's very helpful, Soul Body. So you can just kill these things real quick. And this is where you gotta go fast. Moving and grooving. Gotta get them S ranks. All about those S ranks. Yep, increase your life. I think the next one is a helmet. Go, 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 go. Zero, it's... I mean, you don't have to do... Oh, nice. Yeah, oh, that's right, the energy tank. That's right, energy tank. And then I think the next one is the capsule. Gotta move. S rank. Yeah, 3 S's. There you go. And now we get the helmet upgrade. Give you a new helmet module. This module will improve your special weapon abilities. It should reduce your special weapon energy requirements to near 0. Oh. Huh. Again, you get the helmet, and then you see that flash, and it's like, ah, there's more to go. So really, I wonder if... Oh, wow. I do not recall that. I guess I never got the helmet upgrade. I guess I never got the helmet upgrade. Little puzzle action here just by hitting the buttons. I'm gonna say, is this... I can't... Yeah, you can't go back this way, so you have to go... So you have to take damage. There's nothing you can do other than just take damage. Kind of weird. Nope, you just take damage. I've always wondered, I was like, I wonder if you can go that way without having to take the damage, but I guess not. Then the ball falls through the pink thing. You gotta get it rolling just enough so then it goes up, and then falls through. And you're on your way. Yeah. Now we get Cyber... how much health tank do I have? I might die. I have Soul Body? Yeah, I could use Soul Body. I could. I'm trying to just kill all of them with the X-Buster, because I'm gonna breeze through them when I fight Sigma at the final weapon. I wanna say his pattern... Peacock, his potential is limitless. Not possible. Who are you and why are you doing this to me? I was ordered to test your abilities. Yeah, you start to kind of like catch on and you're like, somebody doesn't like me and they want me dead. Or they just want to see how far I can go. Let's see, he has... Yeah, it's that. There's the jump. And then I think it's when he'll be on the wall and he'll shoot what's it called? Shoot the homing stuff. I cannot remember the last time that I got him down into the yellow just using the X-Buster, so I have no idea what his pattern is. I know what this is. He's gonna shoot this thing. It's gonna do this. And they're gonna blow up. Ow. No! No! Nice! I was like, please don't die. I don't have any energy tanked to revive myself. Gotta get through all 8 bosses using just the X-Buster. I've played this game enough to where I can do it. I don't need to use the weapons. They're great because you could just, you know, fly right through the game if you wanted to. There's another weapon back in the day, like I was like, how does this work? Because there are certain enemies that the power-ups don't do any damage to, and so me, as a kid, dumb kid, I was like, this is stupid. What does this even do? This doesn't do any damage. Doesn't hurt anybody. 2 bosses left. And so I was just like, huh. And then it's also fun. I mean, now that I know how to like play through the game and everything, and I know this game like the back of my hand. I know where all the spots are. I know where all of the power-ups are, all of the items, all of the weaknesses. But when you play it for the first time, you're just like, ooh, I got this new power. Like, I wonder which Maverick Hunter it works on. And you have no idea, and you're just like trying, and you're like trying to figure it out. The worst is when you go to a fight, and you're like, oh yeah, I think it works for this guy, and then none of them work, and you're just like, fuck, man, like, I don't want to have to run through all of that again. Yeah, I want to say Storm Owl, I had fought in the Colonel, and I had four different power-ups. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely got one for this guy, like, for sure. I'm like, for sure I have one for this dude. And I went and fought him, and I did not have the right special weapon. I was like, oh no. And he's a pain. He's a pain to fight. Yeah, I'm not bringing, I want to bring it, but I don't, because I know I'm going to miss the heart. Also, even though this is an enemy, you can climb on it. Look at that. Ooh, hello. I will say the one thing that I was dreading about this playthrough is that getting up to where the Buster upgrade is in Storm Owl, the second stage, is so annoying. That might actually be where I end up having to do a continue. If I'm lucky, I might be able to do it on the first try. But I was practicing it the other day, because I was like, I know this is going to be a pain. I know this is going to be a pain. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, does the homing laser actually, like, do damage to him? Oh, it does. I gotta find the, gotta find the enemy that I use them on, and I'm just like, oh, these weapons don't do crap. Does it do damage to this guy? Oh, nice, and it shoots through walls. What's this? Yeah, blast these guys. Alright. Okay. So if you've ever played a Mega Man game before, you know spikes, insta-death. Insta-death on spikes. So I have to shoot Web Spider's thing, and then jump on it, and then jump on it again, and oh! Oh, this just sucks. Alright, here we go. Come on! Yes! I am completely shocked I got that on the first try, because the other night I must have... I'm pretty sure I died like 15 times in a row. Alright, you can charge up to 4 blasters at a time with this module. It takes a while to charge, but you can fire a charge shot at any time you want. Yeah, so I've never chosen this one, and I never will, because the other one is so much better. This arm part, you can fire the plasma shot, which is effective against stronger enemies. If the shot hits the opponent, plasma is generated, which will cause an additional damage to the enemy. And it can be changed. Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Light. Yes! So now we have the nice plasma shot. I gotta listen to him again? Yeah, I know. You told me already. Yeah, because I'm not... If I drop straight down, I'm pretty sure I die, so... Hover boots! I didn't die. Say, don't die. Please don't die. Yep, and you get that wonderful plasma effect that sits there and does all that damage. Just wrecks them. What? You're not dead? There you go. Say, die already! Thinking you're probably like, oh, mini-boss right before a fight, but again, they give you... And it's rewarding. The game rewards you. They're like, hey, we're not gonna punish you. This isn't Dark Souls. We're not gonna basically be like, yeah, let's like kill your health with a mini-boss like right before a fight. Which is an interesting layout here before you fight Storm Owl. And it's the only fight that actually has another platform, but it's the way the fight's designed. Which is great, because you need that platform to fight. How dare you destroy my unit, you will pay for this with your life. You're not the first person to tell me that. Don't want to get caught. If he catches you, he hits you hard. Like that. No! Stop! I'm starting down to half health. Say, when are you gonna start doing your things where you just come to the... Oh, there it is. I was waiting for that. No, no! Once he comes in low, I just gotta get away. He's gonna come at one point. This one he's gonna do is... Oh no, this is like... You guys know Dragon Ball Z, this is like, what's it called? Hellzone Grenade. I think once he gets to the yellow, he's gonna do, oh, come on, for real? Leave me alone. He'll come down and he'll do his, Gotta dodge that. That does a lot of damage. Also, I will say, playing this back in the day on a TV, Okay, having headphones playing this game is a major advantage in this fight. Because back in the day, you had to react pretty quickly knowing whether he was going to come on the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen. But because of the wonderful technology that we have today, I can actually tell whether he's going to be on the left or on the right. And that would have been a huge advantage as a kid. Like, huge advantage as a kid if I had known that, oh yeah, he's going to be on the left. Oh no, he's going to be on the right. Hey. I'm doing good, man. I'm playing on Xbox. Thanks for coming in, Dan. If that is Dan the man. I would never ignore you. Ooh. Listen, if I had, trust me, Dan, if I had my original PlayStation with the disc, I'd be playing on that. But you can't beat the fact, like look at this. Right here, this has all 8 games. Now it's 2 separate discs, but look at that. All 8 games. Where is it? Right there. All 8 games. Nah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But I appreciate the offer. I greatly appreciate the offer. Alright, Magma Dragoon. He betrayed you. You're gonna find out real quick that he killed all those people.
Ready.
A lot of firsts today. Got my first stream up. Got my first chatter, my first follower. And my first Let's Play, one of my favorite games ever, X4. Speaking of which, at some point, when this does make it to the wonderful red machine I like to call YouTube, a lot of you will find out that Dan is going to be a guest. He's going to be my second guest, actually, on my podcast, Past and Present Playthroughs, as we're going to play one of the best Star Wars games ever, Rogue Squadron on the N64. Which, you know what I do have to do? That is all terrible. I went to an amusement park when I was out in Copenhagen. And I also saw this machine when I was at a Dave & Buster's in Pennsylvania. It is a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a giant Star Wars, like, cockpit. And I'm not talking about, like, the Star Wars game, like... How to describe this? So there's the... No, don't die. There's the Star Wars game that you could, like, you could fight Darth Vader with a lightsaber, and you'd, like, you know, fight in a jet and everything. Or a jet. The X-Wing and all the other games. Taking a lot of damage here. But in this one, it's like, you walk into, like, this encapsulated thing, and you shut the door, and you're, like, inside this whole thing, and, like, the seat moves around, and I'm just like, I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I wish I would have played it. I didn't both times. I'm like, I gotta play this, and I didn't. And I was like, fuck, I should have played it. Oh, man. If I find that, I've even looked online to been like, where can I go and place this thing? Because I'm not going. What was it? It was called the Tivoli Gardens. The Tivoli Gardens out in Copenhagen is where I was when I played. I didn't get to play it, but I saw it for the first time. But if I find a place that has that, I have to play it. Dan, you have to play it. I'm telling you, it's one of the the version that, like, we remember as kids that was, like, in the arcades, like, that one's fun. It blows that out of the water. Alright, I gotta make this jump. I gotta get up there. You gotta charge up. Yeah. And then we get the body armor. Yup, now we have completion. We have the completion. Dude, that one was so hard. I could get through Hoth the shooting level, like when you're running through the tunnels. But I could never, ever, ever do that Vader. I could never beat Vader. Anytime that I had any lightsaber fight, I would get wrecked. And I was like, I look at my dad and he's like, I'm not giving you any more quarters. I already gave you $1. And I'm like, yeah, that was one and done. One and done. And I think, what was it? It was 3 stage select. You would have 3 stages select. Yeah. You have 3 stage select there. And I think I would always try to pick as many as I could. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, when I try to pay for stuff for my dad, he doesn't like it. Even to this day, he's like, no. I paid for him one time, and he's like, don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. But I'm older now, I have monies. I can pay now. You don't have to pay for me. He doesn't like that. He does not like that. Oh, man. Alright, so now... Oh, I don't want to keep taking any... Alright, I'll say this. I'll show how to get... So... Alright, so this is an interesting part of the game. You will never say no to me paying. Yeah, some dads are like that, where they're like, oh, of course, please pay. Yeah, no. He doesn't like that. I think it's just because he knows that, like, it's his job to take care of me, vice versa. But I appreciate that. If I could have it my way, you know, I would make his life easy as possible. Let him play golf every day. Well, that's if his back holds up. Alright, so interesting part of the game here is you can go up, which I rarely ever go up now, and I blew all these blocks up because if you come down here, you can actually bring the armor into the fight, and you can kind of cheese the fight, because you can fight Magma Dragoon with the armor here. And so... yeah, I'm gonna show you how nice it is. Oh, Dan's gonna send his dad to an old folks home. I don't know. No. If there's a if my dad ever went to an old folks home, it would be like a golf retirement place, I bet. If there is one out there, he'll find it. Alright. Oh, why are you already doing this? Also, the fact that you can just sit in the lava and do this. Oh, come back, Dragoon. Oh, that's a little early for that. Oh, and the armor broke. Oh, crap. Ow. Got him. I'm pretty sure he is saying Hadouken. And for those that have played the original Mega Man X, you know that if you complete all of the armor, and then I want to say it's, is it Armor Armadillo? I'm pretty sure on Armor Armadillo's level in Mega Man X1, when you're flying on the platforms and you go up and the screen kind of like gets a little laggy, if you jump all the way over to the top there and you haven't taken any damage and you have full sub-tanks, full energy tanks, you can actually get the Hadouken, and it's a one-shot kill. And it's just like, you know, Ryu in Street Fighter. This is sad, though, that Dragoon, he was possessed by wanting to fight X. And you find out that, one, he was the one that dropped the Sky Lagoon on all those people and he killed them, and two, he said he always wanted to fight you, and then he appeared, which you'll find out that he is Sigma. And he told me to work for Repliforce, trick you into fighting, and he did all of this just so he could fight him for one final duel. Yup. There goes Dragoon. He dies. You got Rising Fire. Alright, so I got the 8 power-ups, but I'm still missing 3 hearts? Really? Yeah! You gotta catch the 151. I got my picture for all of my stuff is me dressed up as Ash. Shout out my boy Ray. My boy Ray, really gifted, one of my best friends. He was like, yo, Nick, I need you to come over, bring a pair of jeans and a white shirt. And I'm like, all right. So I showed up, and I'm like, what's up? And he had the gloves, he had the blue jacket and everything. And I was like, sweet, dude. And he's like, yeah. And so Ray and I, we did the photo shoot with the green screen, and then we went to a local park, and he filmed everything, and he was actually going to recreate the entire opening scene of Pokemon with Ash and everything. And I have the photo of me in the costume, and then there's another photo that Ray had of me on the stage, like when it first opens up, and it's like the giant, like the lights form like the giant X and everything, like Gary gifted. I gotta say, out of all of the Pokemon that I would want to get from that 152, 151 actually, it would be Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Pikachu, Dragonite, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Rapidash, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, the good ones. Oh, the God Pack. What the heck is a God Pack? Or you mean a good pack? You pulling Yu-Gi-Oh out of Pokemon? You pulling God cards? But anyway, to finish up that story about the Pokemon stuff, Ray's computer kicked the bucket, and so I never saw the footage. I never saw anything. I got a Charizard, Charmander, and Charmeleon. Ooh, in one pack? That's what I'm talking about. That's bringing the heat. Speaking of bringing the heat, we now have to do a little backtracking here. So now we're going to finish up all of the stuff that I missed from before that I couldn't get. So last time I climbed all the way to the top here. Also, now that the armor is fully complete, I have the Nova Strike, which I'll show on one of these enemies up here. Boom! You can just fly right through anybody, you take no damage, it's great. So you come down here, kill these guys, and then up here there's this block, and you need the fire. Get that, and now the nice thing about that is once you complete a level, you can actually go through and hit the escape and just jump out, but we can't do that just yet because there's one more thing that I gotta go back and get. Gotta go back and get that other thing. Oh, there's a life. I'll take that. God. When I finish, I'll gladly play. I got about, what? The Colonel, the General, and then Sigma. And then my first ever Let's Play will be complete. We're not setting a record here of time. I'm pretty sure the time allotted for one of those speed runs is like 40-something minutes, which is ridiculous. So I got everything that I wanted. Oh, yeah. No. I want to fight the, what's it called, guy with the mini-boss with the fire. See how much damage he does. Also, now that I can just use all these moves without actually using up any energy, and they only actually use energy when I charge them now is nice. And then when I were like, oh, okay, I want to restock that, I can just use my... It does stink that it does, like, use it all the way up, but I mean, like, at this point in the game, you're not really going to need it for anything else. Don't get caught there, you will die. You will die. Alright. Yeah. Let me kill you really quickly with the fire. I'm pretty sure you're gonna burn really quickly. not as fast as I thought, but it's doing damage. There we go. Yeah, come smashing on the ground. Much easier, just instead of like jumping on the walls and shooting with the X-Buster. Ready! Alright. Now we can hit the escape. And it brings you the save, and so now I have one more heart. I got 6. Gotta get the one. I gotta get the one at Web Spider. Huh. I don't remember. Can't recall exactly where I missed the last. And I'm gonna have to know because they're in the same spot for X ends for 0. The hearts are in the exact same spot. Which is nice that if you play through on one, you actually know where the other one is. Also, it's very satisfying that, like, when you come back through these levels, and I think that, you know, the team that made the game actually does a great job of doing this. So at first, when you're playing as X or 0, you're going through and you're kind of struggling a little bit, you're not as powerful, you know, you don't have as much health to take as many hits, and now when you come back, you're, like, blowing past these enemies, you're destroying them so much easier now, and it's like, look, like, you've grown, like, you're, you know, you're stronger, you're more powerful. You're able to take on, you know, harder enemies, which you will find out the next couple bosses, or fights, I should say, are going to be that exactly. Yeah, so now we can go back. Jump and shoot, baby! Oh yeah, gotta go a good jump and shoot. All about the jump and shoot. Need more jump and shoot. Get through all of these. Little bug from before. I was like, where'd he go? He's been showing up for a while. Come back in there, kill him. Alright, so as I mentioned before, it was the middle of the trees here that you can burn them. And by doing so, you will find some good stuff. A life. Alright, so I need one more. I really... Also, not have to go all the way up to the top there. I don't remember where exactly is that last... What boss number is Web Spider for you? Web Spider is dead! Web Spider is dead. I'm gonna have to fight him again. Right now, I have... Alright, so I got 2 sub-tanks, I have the life thing, I have the weapons tank, I gotta remember where... I dropped down and got the heart there, Split Mushroom, I jumped up on the side and got there, Slash Beast, I blew up the train and got that there, we backtracked the snow base and got that there. I just backtracked here. Did I get a heart in Cyber Peacock? Maybe. Maybe I didn't because no, I did because the first one was the heart, then it was this, then it was the energy tank, and then it was that. Magma Dragoon. Where the hell is the heart in Magma Dragoon?
Ready.
Oh, you know what? I think it's I know where it is. It's at the beginning of the second level. You have to be extremely quick because I'm pretty sure it blows up on the platform. Now, I will say, the Nova Strike, I don't... Oh, that was just... What the fuck was that? What the hell was I doing there? The Nova Strike, I don't actually know how to get energy for it. I think you gain energy by taking damage. I think. It's the one thing that I don't actually know, because one, when I first beat the game, I remember I beat the game and all I had was the boots. I didn't have anything else. I just had the boots. I didn't have the chest piece. I didn't have the helmet. I just had the boots. And then I was like, oh, there's a full set. I might as well get the set. Alright, I'm pretty sure... Is there really no... I am so clueless as to where this is. I don't want to have to be a schmuck and look it up. Oh, is it up there? Oh, I bet it's up there, isn't it? Yup, it's up there. Yeah, I'm not a schmuck. Yeah, now we're at maxed out. Alright. Escape. Alright, now we got everything. Now all we gotta do left is fight those final fights. So as a kid, I was just like, oh yeah, go to the spaceport and beat somebody. But like now, like when you know the story of everything, like it, you know, it really kind of like hits home as to like, one, it's a great story. The characters that you deal with are cool. The bosses are sweet. Best music ever is in Jet Stingray's thing, which is the only level in the game that you don't actually, like, walk in. Also, I will say, I give the design team, like, mad props, because one, like, you know, they probably could have copied and pasted a bunch of crap if they really wanted to, and I'm pretty sure that, like, well, yes, there's only so much they could have done with the technology of the PlayStation back in the day, but, like, all the levels feel refreshing and new, and not, like, you know, like some of you AAA titles out there who are asking $70 for a game, and you just copy and paste weenies. Colonel, I'll stop anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. They just want to be free. They don't really realize that they're being tricked. As you can see, he's a lot faster now than he was last time. And he's going to have a lot more moves. Like he didn't do this last time. Shooting the lightning. More lightning. Also, he doesn't take any damage from the plasma, which kind of sucks, so it's really just straight X-Buster. And he can block normal shots. Well, I wouldn't say normal shots, but like the little blue charge, his waves block that. And then I think he's gonna do the ground jump at some point. Just hug the wall, jump, and shoot. Oh, he's definitely getting ready to do the ground jump probably in a second. Really hooked on the lightning right now. Ow. Well, he might even get through this and he might not even do the ground jump. Nope, you can do lightning. I want to see. Come on, do the jump. Do it one time for the fans. I guess not. He didn't want to do it. Impressive, but it's too late. The Repliforce already left for space. Right, they got that big weapon in the sky. And the Colonel dies. Outside of the two main characters, I think he's the coolest character in the game, the Colonel. Really wanted to see that ground jump, though. Really wanted to see that ground jump. Oh, and we got a good cutscene coming up, actually. Repliforce has flown into space. Double, watch the ship for me. I'll go after them. Final weapon.
Oh, not again.
I will say, as a kid, I was not expecting this cutscene. Because everything's kind of been like, oh yeah, you know, like I think the game's rated E.
Not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
Roger. What a freak.
Hey, Double, what's the matter?
I was like, oh, he's evil, I guess. And then he transforms. You're just like, oh, he's not this little pudgy squirt. He's a killer. And he just starts chopping through these guys, and I'm just like, is that blood? And I'm like, oh my god. He's just destroying, he's murdering them.
This is a Maverick Hunter, 17th unit. Commander X, please respond.
Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta say, if I was ever in that situation, like, no offense to my comrades,
No further transmissions unless necessary to carry out the
I'm hauling
operation.
ass. I'm running as fast and as far as I can to try to avoid
My
him.
next target.
Because one, if I can't fight him, no way. No way am I standing there in that. Hell no. I ain't standing there just to die.
Ready.
Now you know that, hey, you're going towards something and it's kind of obvious. But again, backtracking to when I was a kid, I skipped all the cutscenes, so it was really kind of weird when I was like, oh, so we got a boss, because as you know, the purple, you know, pillars that separate the things, you know that a boss fight's coming up. So I'm like, oh, cool, boss fight's coming up. So I go through the thing and I'm just like, Double, and I'm like, why is Double here? And I can't skip the cutscene, so I didn't know what he just did. I didn't know he murdered all of those people. So I'm reading the text. I'm like, Double, wait, why are you here? And then he's like, the Maverick Hunters and Repliforce idiots, all of them. They're making my job too easy. And then I'm just like, oh, he's a double agent. Yeah, real play on words there. You gotta love that. And then he transforms.
I'm so anxious to rip you apart.
And I don't think he has a weakness. We're gonna find out, actually. Does he have a weakness? Okay, well, he doesn't take any damage to that. No, he doesn't take any damage to ice. Soul Body? Absolutely no. Fire, maybe? Nope. Nope, takes no damage to that. Nope, takes no damage to that. Oh. Oh, that's right! You do that and then he puts these stupid things out here. It's the one thing that damages him and it spawns shit on the screen. No, 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 fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with that. No, 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 no. Yup, okay, so that's his weakness, but like, you make the fight so much harder. Because you're just like, oh, now I gotta... Oh, yeah, I gotta dodge this, dodge this. I forgot, he's the only... To my knowledge, he's the only boss that... When you use his weakness on him, he makes the fight harder. He's the only one that I know of that actually makes the fight harder. Because usually everyone else, they just get stunned, and they just kind of like flinch, and you can just keep just using it on them. But him, he spawns all that additional crap. Same thing. I don't know if Iris actually... Well, Zero doesn't have a weakness for Iris, I don't think. He was sent as a spy. Keep an eye on him. X trusted him. His naiveness may be his fatal flaw. All your favorite characters or anime heroes all have that fatal flaw of being too trustworthy. Goku, Luffy, X. Who else is like that? I'm sure there's more. Those are just the ones I know off the top of my head. Goku and Luffy, I saw a thing the other day, and I know some small piece of... very small piece of One Piece. And they're like, how can you trust him? And Luffy's like, hey, are you gonna betray me? And the guy's like, no. He's like, okay, I trust you. And he's like, you can't just do that. Alright, so one of these ways is the Zero way, and one of them is the X way. I want to say the Zero way is dropping down. I want to go the X way, because I don't want to have to do the X way with Zero. Ah, fuck, I went the Zero way. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're dropping down. We're dropping down. So Zero gets a double jump, so X doesn't have a double jump, so he can, like, Zero can, like, you'll see, so down here, this is the X way, right? So there's two ways when you play. And I don't know why they don't, like, designate it better, but, so X having, they both, once they get to a certain point, their mobility is very good, but for X, he has the boots. So if you have them, you know, you're able to do stuff that makes it a lot easier for you to maneuver, to where for Zero, the double jump's a little difficult. I've done it with both before, on both ways. And I was trying to make sure that I didn't have to do a continue, and I fell off the screen twice. Alright, so we did die and have to continue, and now I have 4 lives now instead of starting with 2 because I got, well, you don't see it, but I got that one container, that purple container from the Frost Walrus level. Yeah, but it's easier. Each character has their own way to go through this level that's a little bit more preferred, or just the way that the character handles. And so for this, X is more suited to go this way, where Zero is more suited to go the other way. Doesn't mean you can't do it the other way with, you know, the other character. Like, I'm pretty sure for X's character, can you, like, stop shooting me, please? And this is the General. The General is a very annoying fight. Yeah, and so this would be the drop down from where Zero came from. When I do the Zero playthrough, which I'm probably going to do maybe tomorrow or Sunday, you know, that'll be something that you'll see when I get to this part of the game. Hey, it's the General. Super annoying fight. A lot easier with X, though. General, what are you planning to do? We're going to build a nation for the Reploids. That's our ultimate goal. We'll fight anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. There must be an alternative to this mindless fighting. We were called Mavericks without justifiable reason. Yeah, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? I guess it doesn't exist in whatever year this is, 20XX. Gotta wait for him to do that. And then his arms open up, and you have to shoot into those... Or is it just his head? Yeah, it's just up at his head. His arms kind of block the shots, so it's hard to... I don't... He might have a weakness, too. Enemies have weak spots, folks. Very important to figure that out when playing a Mega Man game, and then you'll know that enemies have weak spots. Because if you don't know the weak spot, you're going to be sitting there like, I'm shooting this guy everywhere, like, where do I hit him? And again, it's not that he's fast, it's not that, like, you know, he's, like, dealing mountains of damage on you. But you'd be sitting here in an endless loop of, like, I have no idea where to go, I have no idea what to do. I think the Nova Strike does do damage on him. Oh, well, his fist blocked it, so I won't know. Nice. Plasma Strike, baby. I've only died because of my own stupidity. And again, playing with a joystick versus before, because the original PlayStation controller just had the D-pad. What happened? It can't be. The weapon must be malfunctioning. General, what do you mean? Someone else is controlling it. Uh-oh. The Earth is in danger. Because it's a giant weapon. It's a giant weapon. And it's supposed to blow up the Earth. Who would do such a thing? Again, never playing an X game before, I was like, oh man, it's gotta be that guy in the hood. It's gotta be the Grim Reaper dude. Gotta find out who that is. And I'm just like, I don't know who it is. You know, for anyone that's played X1, 2, or 3, you know who it is, because it's the same guy every time, but I didn't know. I had never played an X game before, so I had no idea who it was or who it could be. I think there's a part... Not right this second. Alright, now we get to the fun part of every Mega Man game, to where you have to fight all 8 bosses all over again. Uh-oh, spoiler alert! Ah! Make sure I put that when I chop this up, put it on YouTube for the rewatch and be spoiler alert, even though the game's over 20-something years old. Web Spider. Now we're gonna use the what's called the weaknesses, and the cool thing on Web Spiders is if you shoot him, he drops off of his single web strand, which is really cool. Drop. Got him. He's the only one of the 8 bosses to where when you use a power on him, or his weakness, he doesn't flinch and basically stop fighting. So like at this point, like if I just keep like shooting him... Oh. He keeps fighting. He doesn't stop. All the other bosses, like, you'll see that they'll stop fighting. Dead! He's dead. Always make sure you grab that health before you go into another fight. And again, you have the weapons, and you know, if you know the weaknesses, it's not that difficult. But if you don't know the weaknesses and you're trying to figure them out, which as a kid I was, this is gonna be what? Cyber Peacock? Yep. Give me soul body. Soul body, please. Soul body, please, please. Mouse. And see, like, now, like, the fight, it's not even a fight. Where before, like, with, Web Spider, you at least were still fighting him because he didn't stop. Now it's just like, oh, yeah, you're basically just dead in the water. You know, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But, you know, it's like a reward because you put in all the hard work, you did everything that you needed to do to get to this point, you have all the weaknesses now, and instead of grinding it out with the X-Buster or using different power-ups to be like, hey, is this the right one? Is this, you know, you get to do this reward. Zero, though, he doesn't have a weakness for everybody. He's for most, but not for everybody. You know, and I'll talk about that during the Zero Let's Play. There's a major difficulty spike between X and Zero, because X you can stand back from afar and shoot, whereas Zero you have to use the Z-Saber, you have to get up close and personal, and that leaves you open for a lot more attacks. Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna do that. I'm gonna stop being annoying for a second. Alright, if you're just gonna do that, I'm just gonna keep jumping down and just gonna try to get an X-Buster shot in, but nah, you're just gonna keep diving into me. I got ice for days. Same thing, like he freezes up, and it's great animation here. How like his whole body's now encapsulated in ice, and he breaks out, and he takes that damage. But again, it's not a fight. Frost Walrus is an interesting one because you have to kind of wait for him to like leap up at you. I wonder what the charged version is. Oh, this is what I was talking about before. He just like kind of jumps up and down at you and comes from all over the place. He's just flying. Oh, it like does all those. Oh, that's so cool. Some of them I've never charged up before. There's one I didn't have the charge shot of the weapons, and then when I did, I was like, well, why the hell would I do that? Make sure I get all my health up. So let's see, that was Jet Stingray. This might be, I think this is Split Mushroom. Split Mushroom. Yep. Oh, his fight is so much easier now from before him being that crackhead bouncing off the wall. Oh, I stopped that. Yeah, he just jumps the other side. Heck. Jumps over. I wonder what this one does. Oh, it makes a giant one! Ooh, that was kind of cool. I wonder if I can hit him when he's up there. Oh, no, he actually still does this thing. Okay. You're dead. Boom. Dead as a door now. But I will say, you know, playing through, like, you're feeling good. You're like, oh yeah, like, I got this now. Like, these bosses, they're not that tough. I know their weaknesses. I can get through them. I'm not gonna die. Like, no shot, whatever. And then you got that gold platform there. And you're like, what's going on that gold platform there? Who's that gonna be? Oh, Magma Dragoon. His thing is this. Which, I love the charged version of this one. The first one with those little orbs that, like, they float up. Let's see what we're gonna do. Right. And then he just kind of just jumps back and forth. So you just kind of just walk with him. But I'll do the charged version at the end. I don't do the charged version now. Shoots like tornadoes. It's so cool. Might let him do his one move. Let's see if he... Oh, no, you're not going to do it yet. Yeah, so he morphs into, like, a little thing and then does this. There's the Hadoukens. I want to see when he does the thing. He'll put a shield on himself. And then he, like, has... Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that he has, so then you can't, like, hug the wall. There it is, and he like has fire just raining down from the sky, and you're just like, holy hell. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. If you happen to go in without the mech armor and you have to go through all of that, it is a difficult fight. I will not lie, it's a difficult fight. And for Zero, you know, I don't think I've ever fought him outside of, like, you have to fight him here without the mech armor. But I don't think I've ever done the first fight as Zero without the mech armor. Oh, light work for sure. You're all powered up. You got all your stuff. You know, if you remember it, and you know what, maybe you haven't figured it out yet. Like, if you haven't figured it out yet, this is also, you know, a great time to like also be like, hey, like, what goes with what? Because again, there's a Zero playthrough, and most of the Zero stuff is the same thing. This one was always fun because you move. Oh, I didn't want to get caught by you there. You move the little pink thing that locks onto him with the up and down arrow keys, or if you're, playing on a controller that has an analog stick, you'll move up and down with the top and down of the analog stick. Because before I was like, what? Because I remember I was fighting him one time, and I was like, how do I like shoot him? And then I finally like, moved it up, and I got onto him, and then I saw it. I was like, oh! And that was after a couple deaths, and I was like, damn. But we're moving. Got what? Frost Walrus and Slash Beast. Frost Walrus and Slash Beast. I never use the what's it called on Frost Walrus, because it's so annoying to have to hit him, because you have to get right like, no, oh crap. And then like he like falls down and he like just kind of slides over before he like recharges up. Usually I would wait till he would like jump. Yeah, I would wait for that, and then I would like throw that on there, and he comes down, get a couple lemons in there. Lemons. Get those lemons going. Oh, he's gonna charge up. Big R shard. Fire! Oh, I'll show you the charged fire when we get to the gold platform. I'll show you the charged fire one. It's sweet. It's sweet. Actually, most of the charged shots are pretty cool. I'll actually do them right now because I can. But so this is the charged one of start from the beginning. So we have web spiders. So a single shot just shoots that little web, and then a charge shot shoots that web and expands into even a bigger web. And then it expands out, which is really, really cool. Then we have the ice one, which you saw earlier. You do that, and it drops all of these giant things right across the screen. So anything within the screen's range, it'll kill it itself. I like soul bodies, but I don't really like... You make another X version of yourself, but I'm pretty sure you can take damage in that form, which is kind of weird. This one's cool. You turn into a giant fire and shoot it up. This one, you just shoot another version of it. I think, just like before, you can control it. Oh, wait, what the... Whoa, what was that? Whoa. Well, I didn't know it could do that. I just thought it just shot a giant thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. Alright, this one, the beam is now just like... You can now move it around and like hit enemies while you're running around. And then you saw, this is the tornado one. Two tornadoes. And then instead of just shooting that, the giant one is great. Alright. Last one before we get to the big boss, the big bad. It's our friend Slash Beast. I still find it kind of funny that you can actually, like, drop the, because every time I would just, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna stand at a thing and then just let it fall down, but I didn't know that you can manually drop it. I want to use the charged one. Like, this is crazy. You do this and it does all that. That's like, super cool. Ow. Wanna not? Wanna not? Alright, so beat all 8 bosses, got all the life, got all the energy tanks, the weapon tank, the sub-tanks, you came in, you fought the Colonel, you fought the General, you fought all 8 bosses again, now you go to the gold platform. There he is, the mysterious... Oh, no! No, this is bogus. Because in the original version, it doesn't say Sigma. It says question mark, question mark, question mark. No. No, why did they do... No, it says question mark, question mark, question mark. No. So X is Mega Man. So X is the how to explain this? So technically he is a Mega Man. He's not the first Mega Man. The original Mega Man that Dr. Light built, which, you know, was like the Rock Man and everything, with like rock and roll. That's the original Mega Man, but Dr. Light was building a more advanced robot, which was X, but he knew X wasn't going to be ready for when he was building him, so he sealed him away because I think it's the artificial intelligence, or the AI, which gives him the ability to think on his own. Like, the world wasn't ready for it. And at the same time, Wily was also building his ultimate weapon, which is funny enough, Zero, which, who would have guessed it, that, Wily actually ended up building the Savior. Wily wanted to control the world, and he ended up building the Savior. Also, I love the fact that you have like this skull-looking thing in the background, which looks like Hydra from DC, or DC Marvel. All right, let's do. Yeah, wreck this guy. Yeah, I'm ready for round 2. Yeah, I know. I said DC when it was Marvel. I know. You gotta take an L. Sometimes you just Your brain tells you the right answer, but you speak faster than you want to. Alright, always have him throw the scythe on the wall, because it's a lot easier to deal with the lasers than it is to deal with the other crap. Because you can just jump up here and you can just, like, hide from him if you want to. Really? Taking that much damage? Alright, I guess we're gonna use a sub-tank. Oh, I could just use, what's it called here? Yeah, the Nova Strike. So actually, no, Zero was never an enemy, which is kind of funny. Wily built him to be the ultimate, like, his ultimate weapon. And Zero actually ended up turning into, a good guy, because I'm pretty sure... It actually, I think it even explains it during the one of the X4 cutscenes. They find that Zero has gone Maverick, but when they smash, not the crystal on his head, but they smash the glass thing on his head, it actually makes Zero turn normal, and then that gas actually would infect Sigma.
Are you ready for your final journey?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for you, jackass. Oh, I kind of forget what damages him. I know this stuff damages him. Do not remember what damages him. Fuck. That's gonna be a problem. Crap. Usually when I get to this part, I just use the Nova Strike on him and I just fly through him. He has a weakness, I just don't remember what it is. Robot with a gun. What is your weakness? I mean, I don't need it because I have the X-Buster. But having it would be nice, because then you just like blow right through him. He's almost dead. Oh, time to get serious. I'm pretty sure his thing is Ground Hunter. Yeah, it's Ground Hunter. Is it ice? Nah, because I gotta get close to him, and I don't think I can get close enough with the ice. When in doubt, use Old Reliable, trust the X-Buster. Also, I know the Nova Strike works, but I'll use it towards the end if I have to. I don't want to get hit by that. Oh yeah, this is the easy part. Where's Ground Hunter? Nope. Just fat fingered that. That would have been bad. Let's get this laser guy out of the way. Oh, he didn't stay. He didn't stick around long enough for me to kill him. Think I can take one more hit. Oh yeah, definitely gonna need the health now. Yeah, do the beams, do the beam. Oh, nice. Perfect. Alright, so that part's almost dead. Damn, I thought I could get another hit in there. Yeah, Nova Strike. Not up yet. Alright, well he's gonna die here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I needed him to hang around for a little bit longer. Alright, they're each at one hit, so one hit for the old one. Right here, he's dead now. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure Nova Strike isn't on a time thing. It's I think I have to take damage. I take damage to get Nova Strike up. Alright, so that's the one part of Sigma, he's dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I take damage and that's how Nova Strike comes back. It doesn't matter, he's gonna die on this X-Buster shot right here. And then the weapon is aimed straight at the Earth. And now he's going to fire it and trying to kill everybody. Gotta get over there and try to stop it. But it's the General, hanging on for dear life. The weapon can be stopped with my body. Many of my men have died. As their leader, I must leave with them. X, please forgive our foolishness. And he throws his body into the reactor of it, stopping the weapon from firing. True hero right there. Look at this animation. They so could have done an X anime. It's right there. It's right there. F's in the chat for the General, for sure. There's the Colonel. Like, just take some of this and just make an anime. Look, Sigma, look at that. It looks great.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about
Now, I know everyone hammers the voice acting in this.
Don't worry. It's all over.
But it is what it is.
You've earned it.
But Zero. What if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious. Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero.
A little foreshadowing for something else, maybe? I don't know. Gonna have to wait for the next one. Which I will be playing that for sure. X4 is great. That's X5 is great. X6 is great. We're not going to talk about what happens after that. But that is Mega Man X4. Love it. I am not going to try to pronounce any of these names. I will butcher the hell out of them. Well, I could do Hiroyuki Yamamoto. Phenomenal job. I give all of them a round of applause for making, in my opinion, the best Mega Man game that is out there. And there's 2 playthroughs. There's 2 full playthroughs because you get to play as X, which I just did. And then the next one I'm going to play as Zero. Love it. Thumbs up all around. Get to see the ship in the background blowing up. And the nice thing is that the stories of the 2 heroes, well, yes, in Zero's story, he's the one that destroys the final weapon, and in X's story, he's the one that destroys the final weapon. They both line up exactly with what ends up happening in the following games, which is nice. Except I believe in X5, I mean, the game only plays one way, or the outcome. You end in the same place for 4, but for 5, it's a specific thing that happens. But we'll talk about that when we get there. I love this game. I'm going to gush about it on my podcast that I'm going to do with my cousin. Past and present playthroughs. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be the first episode, Mega Man X4. And hopefully, if I can keep this up and things continue to go in a positive manner, we'll get a solid, looks like 2 hours, 20, maybe 25 minutes when this all wraps up. Try to get on here on Twitch every Friday to do a Let's Play of a game that we're going to be covering. And next Friday, it's going to be the Nintendo 64's Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Shout out to Dan. He's going to be doing that episode with me, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I know that episode 3 is going to be Jack and Daxter. Precursor. Thank you for playing. It was my pleasure to play this game. Folks, you can get 8 Mega Man games. You can get 8 Mega Man games on your Xbox or your PlayStation. And you know, if you haven't played a Mega Man game before, you're really missing out. They're some of the best games out there. They're fun, they're easy. I just beat the whole game in what, 2 hours? Yeah, about 2 hours. We were talking. The battle has ended, yet somehow X doesn't feel quite right. What caused all those robots to turn Maverick? Will it happen to me someday? As X just realized his tragic destiny, it appears that X will have to solve this mystery one day soon. Ooh. Then we get to X5. Fun. Thanks, Capcom. I know you guys don't really do much these days, to what I can know, but you guys rock. And the best intro out there. The best intro out there. Awesome.